There is a stillness in the middle of the chaos, a voice that does not shout, yet shakes the soul. It is not thunderous, but it reverberates through every corridor of your being. You have mistaken God's silence for absence. You have looked into the night and seen no sign, and believed there was no message. But you were wrong. Oh, how wrong you were. God is not silent. He never has been. He is speaking in every breath, in every closed door, in every heartbreak, and in every tear that refuses to be wiped away. You've been walking, haven't you? Feet tired, heart worn, spirit dragging behind like a tattered flag in the wind. You've been begging for an answer, for a breakthrough, for something that doesn't feel like silence swallowing your cries. But what if I told you that in the hush, He has been closer than your shadow? What if I told you that the silence you fear is the holy place where transformation begins? Too often we demand fireworks from heaven, forgetting that the divine moves in whispers. You've prayed and the ground did not shake. You fasted and the skies didn't tear open. And so you assumed heaven turned its back. But no, beloved, no. God has been moving. He's been speaking. In fact, what He's trying to tell you right now may be the most life-changing revelation you've ever needed to hear. He is saying, I am here, in your pain, in your confusion, in your loneliness, not absent, not watching from a distance, but here, holding the fragments you cannot carry. You wanted a miracle that looked like sudden success, a marriage healed overnight, a bank account full. But God is saying the real miracle is that you are still standing. You are still breathing. You still get up, even when everything tries to pin you down. Listen closer. He is saying, my delay is not denial. My silence is not rejection. My ways are not your ways. You ask for clarity, and He gives you courage instead. You ask for doors to open, and He builds your strength to handle the ones already unlocked. Sometimes what you call a no-no is really a not yet. Sometimes it is protection disguised as disappointment. Sometimes it is love wearing the robe of discipline. And He is also saying this, you are not forgotten. You, yes you. The one who lies awake wondering if you matter, the one who pours into others but feels empty, the one whose heart breaks silently while pretending everything's fine. God sees you. He knows every silent scream, every unanswered question, every smile you force because falling apart doesn't feel like an option. And He's telling you, I have not turned my face away. I am nearer than your next thought. I am the whisper behind the weeping. I am the strength inside your silence. You thought the silence was punishment, but it's actually preparation. You thought the silence meant abandonment, but it's actually alignment. He's aligning your spirit with your purpose, shaping your character to hold the weight of the blessing He has for you. Because the truth is, some of the things you prayed for would have destroyed you if they came too soon. Some of the doors you wanted to walk through would have crushed your identity. So God waited, not to hurt you, but to preserve you. And now He is saying, trust me even when I'm quiet. Love me even when I seem distant. Walk with me even when the road is dark, because I never left you, not once. The hand you could not see was still guiding you. The voice you thought was gone was still echoing in the chambers of your spirit. You're not late. You're not forgotten. You are being formed. God's silence is His sacred surgery, removing what cannot stay and making space for the life you've prayed for. Can you hear it now? He's saying, I am not finished with you. You've been defining your worth by how many people support you, how quickly your plans come to pass, how loud the applause is. But God doesn't measure you by the standards of this world. He measures you by your perseverance, your faith when nothing makes sense, your ability to keep going when everything tells you to quit. He's telling you to lift your head, not because everything is perfect, but because even in the imperfection, there is beauty. Even in the brokenness, there is purpose. That heartbreak you endured, it was not the end. It was the unveiling. That loss, it was not just grief, it was a graduation into new strength. Every crack in your soul has allowed His light to shine brighter. There is something sacred about the storm. You've cursed it, you've begged for it to pass, but He's saying, don't run from it. Walk through it with me. I am the anchor when the winds rage. I am the calm when everything trembles. I am the peace that does not make sense to the world. You're not waiting on God, He's waiting on you to believe again, to dream again, to get up again. You've confused comfort with calling, but calling will stretch you, calling will challenge you, calling will take you through seasons where all you have is your faith. And that, dear soul, is where He meets you. You ask, why me? He answers, because I placed something inside you that this world needs. You ask, when will it change? He replies, when your trust is no, attached to outcomes but anchored in me. You ask, how can I go on? He says, cause I go with you. You were never meant to carry all of this alone. It's trying to tell you, release it, lay it down, let me carry what you can't. You've tried to be strong for everyone, but now is the time to let him be strong for you. Fall apart if you need to. He can handle your pieces. Cry out if you must. He's not ashamed of your tears. Be still. He works best in the stillness. He's also telling you something bold, something fierce, something holy. There is more. This is not the end. The wilderness is not your home. The valley is not your grave. The heartbreak is not your identity. The silence is not your sentence. There is more joy, more purpose, more love, more life. But to walk into it, you must release what no longer serves you. You must shed the bitterness. You must stop rehearsing the pain and start declaring the promise. And what is that promise? That you are chosen, that you are destined, that you are beloved, not because you are perfect, but because you are His. He's telling you right now, I made you for such a time as this. You are not a mistake, your story is not over, and your future is still in my hands. It is not too late. It is not too broken. You are not too far gone. If you are still breathing, then heaven still has plans for you. And God is saying, I have not brought you this far just to leave you now. The tears you sowed in private will bloom in public. The nights you thought would break you will become the testimony that sets others free. Do not despise the silence. Lean into it, rest in it, listen, because in it God is molding you. And when He's done, the world won't recognize the strength that will rise from your ashes. You may walk with a limp, but you'll carry a fire. You may speak with a quiet voice, but it will thunder with truth. You may have scars, but they will be sacred. They will be proof that God was always with you. You are not abandoned. You are being anointed. Every delay has purpose. Every no has direction. Every closed door is redirection. He's teaching you to trust beyond the evidence, to hope beyond the logic, to believe beyond what you see. And that kind of faith is unshakable. So if you're tired, rest, but don't quit. If you're weeping, let the tears fall, but know joy is coming. If you're confused, be still long enough to feel the whisper of the one who formed you. Because right now, yes, even now, God is speaking. Not with noise, but with truth. Not with thunder, but with love. He is not silent. He is saying, rise, heal, move forward. I am with you. God is always working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see it. He never slumbers nor sleeps. His eyes are always upon you. When the world feels heavy, when the path seems unclear, and when the weight of your burdens feels unbearable, you must remember that the silence you perceive is only a momentary pause in the grand orchestra of life. It is not absence, it is presence. God is present in the spaces between your thoughts, in the pauses between your breaths, in the moments where you are unsure. He is teaching you, molding you, preparing you for the life He has designed for you. You have been searching for answers in the wrong places. You have sought reassurance in the approval of others, in the validation of fleeting successes, and in the shifting sands of popularity. But God is whispering to you, urging you to look within, for within you lies everything you need. The strength, the resilience, the courage, it all lives inside you. You are a reflection of divine power, and nothing in this world can take that away from you. There is a greatness in you that has not yet fully come to light, but it will. And when it does, it will shine so brightly that no shadow, no darkness, no fear will be able to dim it. The moments when you feel the most alone are often the moments when God is closest to you. He speaks to you in the quiet of your thoughts, in the stillness of your soul, and in the tender whisper that calls you to keep moving forward even when your heart is heavy. It is in these moments that you will learn to trust Him more deeply than ever before. For the silence is not meant to break you, it is meant to shape you into something stronger, something wiser, something more capable of embracing the life He has for you. You have been waiting for a sign, a miracle, an answer that will change everything in an instant. But the truth is, God has already given you the strength to change your life. You possess within you everything you need to overcome every obstacle, to heal every wound, and to rise from every fall. The power of the universe resides within you, and with each breath you take, you draw closer to the realization of your true potential. This is the moment, right now, when you are being called to step into your greatness. This is the time when you must trust that God's plan for you is unfolding, even when you cannot yet see it. It's easy to lose sight of your worth when the world is constantly trying to measure you by its standards. You've been taught that success is about how much you have, how fast you get there, and how many people recognize you. But God sees beyond the superficial. He sees the depth of your soul, the integrity of your heart, and the strength of your spirit. He has always known the person you are becoming, and He has never doubted your ability to become the best version of yourself. God is not silent in your struggle. He is speaking to you through your challenges. He is shaping you, building your faith, and testing your resolve. When you walk through the fire, He does not leave you to burn. He walks beside you, His presence the very thing that keeps you going when you feel like giving up. The heat of the flames does not destroy you, it refines you. It purifies you. It makes you more precious in His eyes. You are not alone in your trials. The strength to endure, the courage to rise, and the wisdom to keep going all come from Him. He has equipped you for every challenge you face, and He will not abandon you in the midst of it. There is a beauty in the waiting. It may not feel like it now, but there is. Waiting is not a sign of your failure or inadequacy. It is a season of preparation. You are being prepared for something greater, something far beyond what you can imagine. The waiting is teaching you patience, resilience, and trust. It is in the waiting that you learn to lean on God, to surrender your plans and your desires to Him, and to trust that His timing is perfect. What you are waiting for is already on its way, and when it arrives, it will be more than you could have ever hoped for or dreamed of. You must stop looking at your circumstances as evidence that God is not working in your life. Your circumstances do not define you. They are temporary, fleeting, and subject to change. But the love of God is eternal, and His promises are unwavering. Even when things seem impossible, even when you feel like you're walking through the darkest valley, God is with you. He is working on your behalf. He is clearing the way for you, and He is preparing you for the blessings that are coming. It's hard to see it in the moment, but the challenges you face today are shaping you for the future you are about to step into. Every disappointment, every heartache, every failure is a stepping stone to something greater. You are being refined, tested, and molded into the person you need to be to fulfill your destiny. God has not abandoned you. He is guiding you through every step, whispering encouragement when you are weak, and giving you the strength to keep going when you feel like giving up. The silence you feel is not empty. It is full of God's love, full of His guidance, full of His presence. It is in the silence that He speaks the loudest. In the quiet moments when the noise of the world fades away, His voice becomes clear. It is in those moments that you will hear the whispers of encouragement, the gentle reminders of His promises, and the quiet assurance that He is with you always. You are never alone. God is with you even in the silence. When you feel lost, remember this: you are found in Him. When you feel broken, remember this: you are whole in His love. When you feel weak, remember this: you are strong in His grace. And when you feel like giving up, remember this: you are more than a conqueror through Him who loves you. The silence is not a sign of abandonment. It is the space in which God is preparing you for the next chapter of your life. Trust Him. Trust the process. And know that in the end, all things will work together for your good. You may not have the answers right now. You may not understand why things have happened the way they have. But that does not mean that God has abandoned you. It means He is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events in ways you cannot see. Trust that He is making a way for you, even when you cannot see the path ahead. Trust that He is doing something good in you, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Trust that His silence is not empty, it is full of purpose. You are in the hands of a God who loves you, who sees you, and who is working all things for your good. There is a divine plan for your life, and every step you take is part of that plan. The pain, the heartache, the confusion, all of it is leading you towards something greater. You may not see it now, but the pieces are falling into place. The silence is not a sign of delay or rejection. It is the space in which your future is being shaped. And when the time is right, when the pieces have all come together, you will see the masterpiece that God has been creating in your life. It will be more beautiful than you ever imagined, and you will know that every moment of silence, every moment of waiting was worth it. Until that moment comes, hold on, trust, Keep walking, keep believing, keep loving, and know that God is with you every step of the way. His silence is not the absence of his presence. It is the assurance that he is at work, doing something great in you. You see, the silence that you often feel is not an absence of love, but a profound presence of it. It's easy to misinterpret stillness as distance, but in the stillness is where the deepest transformation occurs. God is not silent because he doesn't care. He is silent because he is working in ways you cannot yet comprehend. In the quiet, he is teaching you patience. In the quiet, he is strengthening your heart to carry the weight of the blessings he is preparing for you. He is developing a deeper trust within you, a trust that doesn't depend on what you see, but on what you know in your soul. You have asked for clarity, but clarity is often birthed in the dark, like a seed growing underground before it bursts through the soil into the light. And that is what you are right now, undergoing a quiet, sacred process that will ultimately make you more beautiful, more refined, and more ready to fulfill the purpose he has set before you. The silence is not there to break your spirit. It is there to build your endurance. It is there to teach you that not everything happens on your timeline. Not everything can be rushed. The greatest things in life are often birthed slowly, steadily, and steadily formed. You are in the process of becoming something incredible, and this time of stillness, though uncomfortable, is the foundation upon which your future will rest. There is strength being built in you in this moment that will carry you through trials you can't yet foresee. You cannot rush growth, and though it may seem painful now, everything you are going through is preparing you for what you are about to receive. The discomfort you feel now will one day make sense when you stand in the fullness of the blessing that is being cultivated in your life. Even when it feels like God is silent, he is still orchestrating every detail of your life. He is preparing the right people to cross your path, placing the right opportunities in front of you, and positioning you exactly where you need to be to fulfill your purpose. The silence is not a sign that things aren't happening. It's a sign that something beautiful is unfolding just beneath the surface. You may not be able to see it yet, but the work is happening, and it's all part of the divine plan. You are being carefully shaped, and every experience, every moment of stillness, is leading you to the perfect moment where everything will fall into place. Trust the process, even when you cannot see the end results. Sometimes you may feel as though your prayers have gone unanswered. You have poured your heart out, hoping for an immediate response, but instead you are met with silence. But that silence is not a sign of God's indifference. It's a sign that he is working on something greater than you could imagine. His answers are not limited to your timeline or expectations. He is working on a level far beyond what you can see, and in that silence, he is doing a mighty work in your life. Trust that the answer is on its way, even if it doesn't look like you expected. The most profound blessings often come in forms that we didn't anticipate. God's ways are higher than ours, and the gift he is preparing for you will be more than worth the wait. You are not alone in this silence. God is right beside you even when you cannot feel his presence. He is with you in every moment, guiding you, loving you, holding you, even when the world feels empty and devoid of answers. He knows your heart's deepest desires, the dreams you've kept hidden, the hopes that you've almost given up on. He sees the moments when you feel discouraged, when you doubt whether you can go on. But in those moments when you think you are at your weakest, he is at his strongest. He is upholding you, holding you steady, and lifting you up when you feel like you cannot stand. Even when you can't see him, he is there. Even when you feel abandoned, he is holding you close. He will never leave you, never forsake you. His love for you is constant and unshakable, and that love will carry you through every trial, every silence, and every storm. Perhaps it feels like everything is falling apart, like nothing is going according to plan. Perhaps the weight of the world feels like it is crushing you, and the silence only adds to the heaviness in your heart. But I urge you to remember this: God has not forgotten you. In fact, he is working in ways you cannot yet understand. He is refining you, preparing you for something extraordinary, something that will make all the pain, all the waiting, all the silence worth it. You are not being ignored or abandoned. You are being prepared. The waiting may feel unbearable now, but it is necessary for what's coming. Your breakthrough is on its way. And in the quiet moments when you feel like nothing is happening, know that God is setting things in motion for you. You may not see the evidence yet, but everything is lining up perfectly. Your time is coming. The truth is that silence is not always easy. It can feel lonely, confusing, and frustrating, but there is something powerful that happens in those moments. When we are silent, we are forced to listen more deeply. We are forced to look within and reflect on who we truly are, what we truly need, and what God is trying to teach us. Silence can be a mirror that reveals our deepest fears, desires, and hopes. And when we sit in the stillness, we can begin to hear the voice of God more clearly. It is in those moments of quiet reflection that we come to understand that God has been with us all along, guiding us even when we didn't realize it. The silence becomes the space where we come to know Him more intimately, where we develop the trust that sustains us through the storms of life. The silence is not a punishment, it is a gift. It is the place where transformation happens. In this silence, you are being shaped, you are being strengthened, and you are being refined. What may seem like stagnation is actually preparation. God is preparing you for something greater, and you will not be ready for it until you have fully embraced the silence and allowed it to work its purpose in your life. You are not stuck. You are in a season of growth, a season of transformation, a season of becoming who you are meant to be. And though it may feel uncomfortable, though it may feel like you are being stretched beyond your limits, trust that you are being made into something beautiful, something strong, something that can withstand the challenges that are ahead. As you sit in the silence, hold on to this truth. God's love is constant. His presence is unwavering. His plan for you is good. And while the silence may seem deafening now, it will give way to a symphony of blessings in due time. You may not understand it all now, but one day you will look back and see how every moment of waiting, every moment of silence was necessary for the masterpiece He was creating in your life. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are being prepared for something incredible, and the silence you feel now will be the foundation upon which your future is built. Trust that God is working. Trust that He is with you. Trust that His silence is not a sign of absence, but of His work in your life. And as you wait, hold on to hope. Hold on to faith. Hold on to the promise that God has a purpose for you, and that nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from His love. The silence will not last forever. A breakthrough is coming, and when it does, you will be ready. Let the silence shape you. Let it refine you. Let it draw you closer to the one who has never left your side. And as you stand in the quiet, know that you are being prepared for something extraordinary. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep hoping, because God is not silent. He is speaking in ways you have yet to hear, and His message is one of love, of promise, and of an unshakable future. Your time is coming, and when it does, you will understand the beauty of the silence that came before it. As you sit in your silence, there is a power growing within you, a quiet strength that you may not yet recognize, but which is developing every moment you endure. You are being stretched like a piece of elastic, pulled in ways you never thought possible. It may feel uncomfortable, it may feel painful, but this stretch is essential. It is in the discomfort of growth that you will find your strength. Just as a tree grows taller, its roots grow deeper in the ground, the same is true for your spirit. The deeper your roots go, the stronger you will become when the storms of life blow your way. And yes, the storms will come. They always do, but they will not defeat you. The silence is preparing you for what lies ahead. Every trial, every tear, every moment of feeling lost is making you stronger and more resilient. It is cultivating a strength that you will need to face whatever comes next. The waiting is not wasted. The silence is not wasted. You may feel like nothing is happening, but in this moment, God is at work in ways you cannot yet see. He is weaving together the intricate threads of your life, carefully placing each piece in its perfect place. You may not understand the full picture now, but one day, when you look back, you will see how each experience, each moment of silence, has led you to this point of transformation. You will see how the quiet moments, the moments when you felt like giving up, were the very moments that built the foundation for your future. Every setback, every struggle, every hardship was a step closer to the person you were always meant to become. God is not silent in your pain. He is there in the depth of it, shaping your heart, refining your soul. He is with you in every tear, in every moment of doubt. The pain you feel is not a sign of his absence, it is a sign of his love. He is allowing you to go through this process so that you can emerge stronger, more compassionate, more understanding. Your pain is not meaningless. It is a necessary part of your growth. Through the pain, you will find empathy for others. Through the struggle, you will develop a resilience that will carry you through the hardest seasons of your life. Through the silence, you will learn to trust God in a way you never have before. But even when it feels like you can't go any further, when the silence feels like it will swallow you whole, hold on. Hold on to the truth that God has not forgotten you. The silence will not last forever. It is a season, a moment in time, and just as all seasons come to an end, so too will this one. And when it does, you will see that everything you have endured has been for a purpose. You will see that the silence was never about abandonment, but about preparation. You will see that everything you have been through has been a stepping stone to your greatness. There is power in the silence. It teaches you to rely on God, not just on the things you can see. It teaches you to trust His plan, even when you can't understand it. And it teaches you to find peace in the unknown. We are so often tempted to seek certainty, to search for answers in every corner of our lives, but there is a deeper peace that comes from accepting that we do not need to have everything figured out. When we learn to surrender to God's will, when we learn to rest in His silence, we allow Him to work in ways that are far beyond our understanding. We begin to see that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace. In the silence, we find peace. You may feel like the journey is too long. You may wonder if it will ever end. But let me tell you this, there is a reward waiting for you at the end of this journey. It may not come in the way you expect, but it will come, and it will be worth it. Every step you take, every moment you endure is leading you closer to the person you are meant to be. Your journey is not in vain. The struggles, the pain, the waiting, they are all part of the beautiful story God is writing in your life. And when you reach the end of this chapter, you will see how it all fits together, how every moment of silence, every tear, every doubt has led you to this moment of triumph. God is with you. In every moment of silence, in every moment of struggle, He is walking with you, guiding you, and loving you. You are not alone. Even when the world feels cold and indifferent, God is there, and His love for you is unshakable. He is the light that guides you through the darkness, the strength that holds you up when you feel weak, and the hope that sustains you when everything else feels uncertain. His silence is not a sign of His absence, it is a sign of His presence in ways you cannot yet understand. You may not feel like it now, but you are closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Your breakthrough is coming. It is coming in the form of peace. It is coming in the form of understanding. It is coming in the form of strength, courage, and joy. And when it arrives, you will know that all of the waiting, all of the silence was worth it. You will know that everything you endured was a part of the process that led you to the greatness you were always meant to experience. In the silence, you are becoming the person you were always meant to be. In the stillness, God is molding you, shaping you, and preparing you for what is to come. Trust that He is working. Trust that He is faithful. Trust that His silence is not a sign of abandonment, but a sign of His deep love and His perfect timing. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine, and when the time is right, you will step into your purpose with strength, with grace, and with peace. As you continue your journey, remember this: you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way. He has never left you, and He never will. His silence is not absence, it is presence. His silence is not emptiness, it is the space in which your heart is being strengthened, your faith is being built, and your future is being shaped. You are being prepared for something extraordinary, something beyond your wildest dreams, and the silence is part of that preparation. So hold on, keep trusting, keep believing, keep walking in faith, and know that when the silence is over, you will stand in the fullness of God's blessings, and you will know that every moment of waiting, every moment of silence was worth it. God is not silent. He is with you. He is working in ways you cannot yet see, and He is preparing you for a future full of hope, full of promise, and full of love. And when the silence finally breaks and the answers come, you will look back and see how beautifully everything has unfolded. You will see that the silence was never meant to break you. It was meant to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling the blessings that are on their way. And you will stand in awe of how perfectly everything has come together, how all the pieces fit together in ways you could never have imagined. The silence is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of something greater. Trust that God is working and that He is preparing you for the life you were always meant to live. Your time is coming, and when it arrives, it will be more beautiful than you ever imagined. As the silence begins to fade, you will understand its purpose. What once felt like an absence was, in truth, the foundation of your strength. You have been molded in this quiet, refined by every moment of stillness, and now you are ready, ready to step into the future that has always been waiting for you. Your patience, your trust, your unwavering belief in what is yet to come have not been in vain. The silence was never a sign of abandonment, but a preparation for something far greater than you imagine. As the noise of life begins to swell, you will realize that your breakthrough was not just a destination, it was the journey. Every tear, every doubt, every step taken in faith has shaped you into the person you were always meant to become. And now you stand not only as a witness to your own growth, but as a testament to the power of waiting, of trusting, and of never losing hope. God is with you, now and always. His love is steadfast, and His plan for you is perfect. The silence is over, and your time has come. You are ready to embrace the future with strength, grace, and an unshakable belief that all things are possible.